So I just finished this week's episode of Happyland, and I'm just gonna jump right into it. So with this week's recap, we finally see that Will is with Lucy. I'm sorry, I have to grab my ice bag. We finally see that Will is with Lucy. So pretty much what happened last week is that, you know, Will went ahead and he confessed his love, and he said, Lucy, I've been loving you for I don't know how long. Well, actually, he didn't say that because he didn't actually realize that he was in love with Lucy until after him and Harper broke up, and he realized that, you know, he didn't really care that much about the breakup. So that's when he pretty much like realized that he was like in love with Lucy. So he went ahead and, you know, confessed last week that he was in love with Lucy, and this week we kind of see like the reaction with him saying that. So he pretty much told her, you know, how he felt, and Lucy at first she was kind of hesitant, and she was just kind of like, you know, we've been best friends for so long, you know, I don't really look at you that way. I don't know if we can be in a relationship together. So it was like, you know, you've always known pretty much deep down how I felt about you, you know, so don't sit up here and deny your feelings. So then pretty much after that, Lucy goes ahead and she talks to her girl Harper, who we know used to date Will, and she's like, you know, I'm not really sure how I feel about Will, you know, I don't, you know, I used to have feelings for him like back in the day, but, you know, when you got with him, I just kind of, you know, put the nail in that coffin and just didn't really think anything of it. Or did she say, or she said something along the lines, but she also kind of said that she realized that she had feelings for Will when her and Harper got together. When Harper and Will got together, excuse me. So, yeah, I think that's what she said. She said that she realized she had feelings for Will once, you know, him and Harper and Will got together, but, you know, she didn't really, you know, think to make a move or anything like that, because obviously he was dating someone else. So, after she kind of talks to her girl about it a little bit, she's like, okay, you know, let me go ahead and give this thing with Will a chance. You know, I've known him for so long, you know, it could end up being something good. So they get together. She goes ahead and she tells Will how she feels, and they get together. And it's really a short-lived happiness because James Chancellor, I mean, not James Chancellor, Ian's brother, whose name I don't know, he pretty much told Lucy that she did end up getting a scholarship for, you know, going to college and everything. And I guess she's going to school somewhere in like Boston. And the only catch is that her and her mom have to go. Her mom would be like a cruise director for a cruise ship that leaves out of Boston. And then both of them basically would have to go to Boston in order for her to get the scholarship. And the reason we know that he did that was because he knows basically that Lucy is his sister, and he doesn't want anything to do with Lucy or her mom, and he wants them to pretty much get out of Dodge and leave and never look back. So Lucy, you know, pretty much says that she has to like think about, you know, the situation. I think what happens, I don't really remember. So yeah, so that occurred, and then there was also the fact that Lucy was getting mad at her mom, Elena, because she knows fully that Elena is now dating James Chandler, you know, the person of the park, you know, she knows now that her mom is dating James Chandler. And I'm getting tongue-tied. It's late, y'all. It's late. It's about 1:20. So, yeah. I'm like scrambling my words at this point. But, and trying to remember what happened. So, James Chandler, you know, she knows that her mom is dating James Chandler now, and she's pretty much like, you know, well, why do you get to have a relationship with him but I don't? You know, it's not really fair. And her mom is just like, you know, I know you don't understand, but, you know, I don't know. And Lucy, I don't really remember, but Lucy was pretty much like, this thing is going to blow up in your face because you know he's still married and you know that he doesn't even know about me. So this is pretty much going to blow up in your face. So, there's also like the next day or whatever time frame that was that happened. Lucy's mom, Elena, is giving a tour in the park. And guess who pops up and wants a tour? James Chandler is with his wife and his son. The son that's trying to get rid of Elena and her mama. And basically just sitting there, you know, James Chandler's trying to act like he don't know Elena. You know, like, oh, hey, your name's Elena, right? This is one of our best tour guides. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So that happened, and then her mama pretty much starts feeling, you know, sorry for herself because she knows that what she's doing ain't right, and she knows she shouldn't be sleeping with no married man. I don't care if you do got a kid with him, you know, that's a big no-no. So, yeah, that was pretty much this week's episode. Nothing was really resolved except for the fact that Lucy is with Will now. All the other stuff was just pretty much like cliffhangers. And then there's the fact that something about Lucy was talking to some dude in a restaurant, that restaurant, you know, that they always go to. And he was like saying that Ian might not be James Chandler's son. So that's interesting. And then, you know what, I forgot a big part. I really liked Ian in this episode. Like, Ian was just like my dude in this episode because he was just so like, you know, oh, I want you to really be part of the family, you know, saying that to Lucy, you know, I really want you to meet everyone and everyone should know about you. And he was just being just as much as the other dude, the other son, James Chandler's son, was being an a-hole. Ian was being just a super duper dude. And I was just kind of like, okay, hey. And Will also found out that Ian is Lucy's brother because he was starting to get suspicious that something was going on between Lucy and Ian. And, you know, Lucy wanted to make sure that he knew, like, hey, you know, ain't nothing going on with that. You know, that's just my brother. You know, letting him know what the deal is because, you know, they got their new little relationship starting and you can't be starting off bad. So, yeah, that was pretty much the episode in a nutshell. I hope I didn't leave anything out. If I did, I apologize. I'm not perfect. Alright, so, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's recap, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Ciao!